Hey guys, so I've been studying all night and I'm really tired of it, and so I thought I would do something fun and waste some time, even though I have a midterm tomorrow. That doesn't matter. So, here comes Twila Part 2. I'm just gonna jump right into it here. When I walked into the house, Edward disappeared and didn't appear at the piano. He's a vampire. He could do that. He started to play Famous Last Words by My Chemical Romance. I started to sing in my beautiful voice. Well, I know that I can make you stay. Well, then where is your heart? Where is your heart? Everyone gasped, even though they were vampires. They didn't have voices like me. Out of nowhere, they all jumped up and tried to take off my cloths. What are you doing? I screamed. Their eyes were red and they had all turned into savages. Then they stopped and confused. Confused is a verb now. Sorry, Twila, Edward said. Sometimes when we see someone we can't resist, we turn into beasts. It won't happen again, putting back on my clothes. It's okay. A lot of people are attracted to me, I explained. They all understood. It must be your blood, said Carlos, and horrified. Beauty, you have the most rare and exotic blood in all the world. She is such a Mary Sue that she makes her own species resort to cannibalism. That's talent, I have to say. Every vampire will want to drink it. It's much better than that other girl's. What's her name? That bitch's name is Bella, said Jasper, growling. Midnight hugged him so he wouldn't get too angry and appear in Bella's house and strangle her with one touch of his finger because he's really strong like the Hulk. That's my favorite line. Well, up to this point at any rate. Twila, I want you to marry me, suddenly screamed Alice, who was a plebeian. A plebeian. That's funny because they meant to say lesbian, but they said plebeian. Edward roared at her, furious and all protective, and suddenly he transformed. OMFG, no, I shouted, because I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Ed's shirt bursted open with muscles. His topaz eyes turned pure black with strength and energy, and he jumped at Alice. Twila is marring me already, he said, with his voice was booming and all the windows exploded and the glass rained down like in that Avril Lavigne video where she punches the mirror and the glass all flies out around her. He started to fight with Alice to the death over me. This is getting fucking intense, you guys. Guys, I suddenly compromised. Guess what? Sorry, I'm not a lesbian. Alice started to cry tears of blood. Why are her tears blood? I asked, all curious. I love how she's a vampire, or a vampire. She's a vampire and she doesn't know that when vampires cry, they cry tears of blood of their victims. How does she not know that? She's like the stupidest vampire ever. Or vampire. Whatever. Oh no, this is bad, said Emmett, who had been in the bathroom the whole time. When we cry, our tears are blood, and it's the blood of our victims. She's losing blood now. And now she will be thirsty again. Run! Alec tried to jump at me and tear my flesh, but I moved out of the way, and she attacked Rosemary instead, who was pretty, but she wasn't as pretty as me. And her throat flew open, and blood poured out everywhere, and Alice ate it. Oh, my Satan, I said, heartbroken because I caused so much trouble. Edward just laughed. It's okay, babe, he said, and kissed me for the first time. We have some hot, steamy romance going on here. It is the violence, that's not the fun part. The action, no, that is not the focus. It is the romance. Twila and Edward have the truest love there ever is, there ever was, and there ever will be. Okay, he had turned back from Black Ed to White Ed. Author note, he's like Hatsun Haru from Fruity Basket. And he was calm again. She's a vampire. She'll just come back to life. So they sedated Allison and she fell asleep and Rose came back to life. We had Burger King for diner. We had Burger King for diner because I had to hurry. And then I went home thinking of Edward the whole time and how his flamey hot lips felt on my. His body was so warm and I couldn't wait to see him again. So that was Twila Part 2. It was shorter than the first one. I hope you're enjoying this because I am certainly enjoying this. We have 10 chapters to go. This is really exciting. It's really intense. Somebody already died and we're only in chapter 2. So stay tuned. Until next time, I'm gonna go kill myself with Japanese.